moved it to Tuesdays, of course, to make it easier for everybody. The 7 slots. I got a spinny slot machine ring. I guess you can't really see it, huh? But we're going to give one of these away. We're also going to give away the dice ring I found. For those of you who love dice.
There was a little audio thing.
Oh, there's an audio problem? I think I have to move this in here, buddy. How are we doing now?
We're good. We can hear you.
Better?
Yeah.
All right, let me tighten it. I got to tighten it. I always need it to be a little tighter. It's never tight enough, dude. Righty-tighty. I'm not an engineer by trade. I'm a crap dealer, okay? So we're going to be giving away a lot of cool stuff, and we're also going to probably give away a hat. But we have everybody here in this room has come to CEG at one point or another and realized some opportunity. Not everyone has become a casino dealer. Some of you have come and worked for Casino Quest, which as we've evolved. And then we have 2 guests here that have quite literally come from some other state. And found out about us, became fans, whatever the case is. We have one fairly new arrival that I was communicating with quite a bit, and then we have someone who's kind of is a veteran now. He's had a job or 2. How many? Just the one job? Just the one job. Okay. I was trying to get over, and then we have Matt here as well. Our new operations guy also came here.
They're both Matt, by the way.
Yeah, we got a lot of Matts, dude. It's it's Matts 1 through 8 lately. It's kind of a thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna explore, how they came here, why they came here, what they're doing now, what their motivations are, and we're gonna kind of get down to the nitty gritty as much as we can. We also got Nick sitting next to me. Do you have the Nick camera?
There's no camera.
No.
Really?
I didn't even know Nick was going to be on until literally 2 minutes
He can
before.
sit on my lap later. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Holy crap. What are you trying to say, buddy? And we do have someone sitting in the wings here, and we'll introduce later who is... for a minute there, I forgot his name, but then I'd forget my own name at that point because his name is literally David. I just realized we have the same flipping name. So we're going to get to it, but first, let's say hi, Dennis. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. I'm alive.
We know this is a new time for everybody at Tuesday nights. We had to move. Sunday is we're going to be filming at the school, so we're not expecting a whole lot of folks, but we are going to introduce some pretty cool stuff, and we're going to give you some updates on the school. But this is all going to be about dealers, the experience here, experience at the school. I know there's a lot of people out there who are looking into being a dealer, wanting to join the casino business. We get on average, I would say 2 to 5 emails every day, many of them from overseas. So quite a few people have communicated, and I mean really overseas. I mean everywhere you can imagine. I got an email the other day from someone in South Africa. I get them from people in Malaysia and Singapore. I've gotten them from England. They're dealing with that cod shortage right now, but once that gets past that, once we get ahead of that, then there'll be opportunity. But amazingly, about 45% of our audience, the CEG Dealer School, is overseas. And a lot of that audience kind of tunes in for the dice instruction, the craps instruction, and we are working on that. We're evolving the school where many of you, depending upon no matter where you live or what your interest is in the school or casino business, we will have education. We'll be able to teach you, coach you, whether you're a player or a potential student. You won't have to actually come to Vegas, so we can start the whole process wherever you're at. We just had a whole group of people from Japan come to be certified. We did like a 2-day certification process. They'd already started at our license school with Rocky in Japan, and then they flew over here together, and we were able to sort of, I was going to say finish them off, but I thought that's probably not the right term to use. But so we were able to issue the final certifications and get that squared away. It was fantastic. They didn't speak any English. We had to use a translator. How good is that, though? Those translators, holy crap.
Google Translate.
The Google Translate. And we have one of our students, our old students, Reno, he's got this whole thing he puts in his ears that translates in real time. Oh, no,
He had the glasses. It was the glasses.
He had glasses that translate in real time, so he can sit down and deal. and listen and the whole thing. But all right. So let's get past this. First, I want to do a shout out really quickly. Crapsy.com. If you're a crap player or even a dealer for that matter, Crapsy is now available on iOS. Disregard the website needs to be updated, I think, Chuck, if you're out there. And then we are working on a brand new iteration or a brand new version that's going to come out soon that you guys are going to absolutely love. It's a major overhaul, a major new way of looking at the game where you'll be able to share that tabletop with other players. So we are going to start introducing that in the very near future. We're gonna be integrating like promos, so that's going to be a big push of ours. Those of you who have tried it, and if you had felt that there were things missing, we'll give it a minute, and we'll let you know when that release is coming out. But you're going to see us really talking about it a lot and making that experience available. And it'll tie into some of our coaching stuff that we'll be rolling out here in the next couple of weeks. All right, so you won't have to actually come to Casino Quest. We'll coach you in your underwear from your home. Just keep that. What do they call that? Oh God, I'm boomering myself now. The camcorder. Keep that camcorder where we can see you, sir. All right, you know what I mean? Right, buddy. All right. Oh my God. Swear to God.
No ping.
Zone it. I got no. Hey, there's Nick.
There we go. Finally on.
If you don't know Nick.
He has
we'll
no
have
mic, so you have to speak loud so they can hear you.
Yeah, because Nick might actually have to get to work here in a second, so we're gonna do
eye roll. The eye roll.
Poor guy.
That was live on camera. I'm just saying.
Was that live? Oh my God! All right, so we're gonna introduce Nick. Nick, by the way, is our store manager. He also loves craps. I would say craps is probably your favorite game.
Yeah, out of the pit games, yes.
Out of all the pit games,
for sure.
Baccarat, you number 2, buddy?
Baccarat is on the list. Nowhere near the top, but
yeah, there's other different kinds of lists, which is interesting. So this is a local. Nick grew up in Vegas, basically. He's lived in a few other places, but his family, he grew up in the gaming business, and he opted to come to school. We didn't know what Nick looked like. I didn't even know your name.
Yeah.
So Nick was coming like on a daily thing, trying to figure out if this is something he wanted to do. I don't think you were you sure? Did you know?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
I was just going because I needed something to do. So.
Yeah. So you weren't, because I had the sense that when you came in and you talked to us like the first couple days, you were just doing the daily. It made it sound like you were just kind of figuring things out. You said that your dad was a dice dealer.
Oh yeah, for a long time, yeah.
For a long time. And so I was like, yeah, sure. And so 2 weeks later, you're paying every day, which is, by the way, is fantastic. We make a ton of money if you pay every day. We love that. I tell people, listen, just sign up now and get all the games because you're gonna get all the games eventually. And if you pay one at a time, that's even better for us. We make a lot more money. It's fantastic. We rake it in. So 2 weeks later, you were helping some students behind the table, and I was like, who the hell is this? I didn't even know. You were like in the shadows for all that time. Yeah. I would see you come in, but I just didn't pay attention.
Just a ghost.
Yeah, and you were wearing a mask, so I didn't know what the hell you looked like, right? And so you're helping one of the English as a second language students. I don't remember what, but and I was like, well, why is he helping them? And the other person, I don't know, is someone with your crowd, Matt? So Matt has gone to the school with a bunch of other dealers that have all gotten jobs now, but still come back. There's a few Matts, like 3 Matts. They're all coming back.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of Matts. And a lot of them have been working, and they come in and they practice on the game. And they're like, yeah, Nick knows the game. He's he's helping them. Somebody said Nick knows the game. I'm like, really? Who the hell is Nick? Who is this guy helping this student out? Because by the way, we're going to be giving these out. So for those of you who have showed up here to be part of this, you're going to get a free CEG Dealer School shirt. We're going to give this out. These are on the website right now. They're high quality Dunbrook polos. I'm just going to throw that in the middle of my conversation. But they're fantastic. They're light and fluffy. They're not form-fitting polos like we've sold. They're not the buffy. I like the form-fitting stuff, but not everybody likes form-fitting. Some people like to feel, These are the light and fluffy polos. They feel good. They're soft. They have that peaking. It's so weird when this way. It's PIQ. It basically what it does is it pulls sweat away from your body.
Gotcha.
So if you're out here and it's 120, or better yet, you're in Louisiana, and it's 100% humidity and it's 100 degrees outside, or you're in Georgia, David knows. David knows the humidity. You're walking through humidity, sweating as you're walking, just gob the sweat. This is the kind of polo you want. It really feels good, dude. It's super light, feels great. It's the highest quality polo we've ever had. And the stitching, that's 13,000 stitches to get that logo looking like that. So we use a local company, Morgan Specialties, by the way. It's fantastic. This lady, attention to detail, dude. I look like Johnny Depp Jr. over here with all the rings. Yeah.
You sound like it.
Yeah, I wish. I wish I sounded like him, dude. I need one Pirates of the Caribbean movie to make everything else work out fantastically. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, you ready? What were we talking about?
Who knows?
So there's you. So Nick. I talked to Nick, and I'm like, Nick, you should probably pay for the class, dude.
Which I did.
Instead of coming every day, you should probably pay for the class.
It was a lot cheaper.
It was a lot cheaper. He's like, yeah, but then I'm like, you really should learn the other games. He's like, nope, I just want to learn dice. And I was like, are you sure? I'm going to have trouble getting you a job. He's like, that's okay, don't worry about it. He's like, I just want to know dice. Maybe I'll work on the other games later, but right now I just want to learn craps. So he learns dice, and then one day I asked him to come over here and sort of intern, get a feel for the game on the player's side, give him that, because we make that opportunity available. If you can speak, you got to be a little bit extroverted and able to kind of communicate. You know what the most interesting thing, and now you're store manager. So you come over here the very first day, you didn't speak a lot. I was
It's pretty quiet.
You were quiet.
Yeah.
You were always kind of reserved and quiet. You kind of kept to yourself, you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, I even mentioned, no, not this one. This one's not going to work out. But that's okay. You'll come over here, you'll work the game, and then, you'll get a benefit and go back to the school, we'll get you a job. Literally 3 days later, I come in here, you're all animated, you're talking to some people. It's like a whole different, you know what I mean? It's like something clicked. And fast forward a couple months, you're working for Casino Quest, and you're kind of you're our store manager. You're also the dealer that teaches other dealers here how to communicate on the player side. All right, now let's get to, I'm going to actually ask you questions. I'm going to let you speak.
There we go. Whole life story through David's eyes.
So let me ask you this. What made you first come to CEG? Like, why did you come to our school?
Well, so what helped me out was all the videos.
Oh.
I mean, no other dealing school in town, even if they do have a video, I don't know. I don't look at it now. If they do, it wasn't stuff that I was watching.
Oh.
So those videos really helped me learning the game.
They don't.
Yeah, no.
Well, that'll be our secret.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
So those helped me, especially as somebody who, I didn't want to commit too much into something I don't know.
Yeah.
So I spent so much time just trying to practice at home through the videos.
Yeah.
But if you've ever watched a David Dice video, it's hard to keep track of. So I thought, maybe I'll go into the school and learn through him personally. And then luckily, the game started clicking and making sense. And then went downhill from there, I guess.
No, I think it went uphill. I think the one good thing about us is that we always, if you're talented, we help you find your talent. We help you find your place. Dennis went through the same thing with us. He started out as something else, then he's evolved. He's a whole different human being.
It's like a Pokemon.
He is like is that what a Pokemon does? Is that the actual secret to Pokemon? But so he evolved and grew up. We changed his thing. That's very interesting. Well, I will say this: it's as much as I used to think that you couldn't learn enough dice to be that proficient. I have had some people come in having gone through the classes that we've had on the YouTube channel and been students, and we had another guy that was literally at our school for a week, and managed to get through and become a dice dealer effectively.
Wow.
Demand, by the way, is really high, so the bar is low. It's not like you come out of school and they're expecting too much from you.
Yeah.
If you work at a casino now, especially like an entry-level casino, you'll find many dice dealers that are not so much. You know what I mean? Especially if they come from another school, their experience is different. All right, so what's interesting is your dad. Shots fired. I got you. Don't worry about it. We have a lot more really good student content. So we had to take a little break, but it's coming back. We just uploaded one on the. If you're new to our channel, CEG Dealer School, we're actually a dealer school. We do more content than roulette. I know that a majority of people watch. They're interested in the roulette and the gameplay stuff like this. But we're actually a dealer school, a state licensed dealer school here in Las Vegas. And we teach all the games, including single Zero Roulette and poker. We have an active poker class. We have some really great poker instructors. We have a fantastic single Zero Roulette. And myself and another gentleman, Lee, head up the craps class. And so it's kind of a mix. Lee is a really patient, hands-on type, and I do more of the lectures, dynamic teaching. So we've managed to work really together. That was a big score for me because I know, we've been getting a lot busier, and sometimes it's hard to plug in and give people the it used to be I could just pay attention to each person. Now it's not a thing so much. But Lee has been great. So Lee is a long-time craps instructor, supervisor, that kind of thing, and so he's been very effective. All right, back to you, sir. Okay, because it's really kind of cool. So your dad, we won't say where he works, but he has been a crap dealer, loves dice
all around Vegas. Yeah.
And at some point, you had to make the decision not to be a dealer.
Oh yeah.
Even though you came to dealer school to be a dealer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe, right? And so, you've kind of, evolved. So now you're here at Casino Quest. So why here at Casino Quest?
So luckily, the fact that there's no actual money, and no actual, cocktail lady run around, there's no stress. There's no smoke getting blown in my face all day long.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to worry about being, part of this whole casino cog and the machine sort of deal.
Yeah.
I get to kind of pave my own way. I get to teach people how I feel. Well, under David's rule, but it's pretty nice to
David's rule. I love that little insert there.
But there's a lot of creative freedom, which I enjoy, especially talking to people. It's always a different crowd. Every week there's always someone different to teach.
And by the way, he's not mentioning all the tricks he does on the table.
Oh yeah, no,
you do tricks, dude?
Dude, I skateboard on top of the table.
You're
sometimes.
more than a one.
You never come
pony?
in. I never bring my skateboard for that.
Really?
No,
We have a lot of skateboarding going on in the mall. Swear to God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Casino Quest, obviously, a whole different dynamic. It's more about the player, and we do have a lot of fans, which makes it fun.
Exactly.
I think. Because we're very laid back. Even though we have shit to do, we're a very laid back entity for the most part. I mean, we have to take things seriously at some level, but yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah,
that's not true.
So so how old are you, buddy?
I'm only 21, barely old enough to set foot in a casino. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, you look 21-ish.
Yeah, 20. 20. Yeah, you could have just said 20.
Nobody goes. Yeah, nobody 20. Me, I'm like something around. Look, one of the Mats wants to chime in.
Booma.
Booma. Yeah, there you go, buddy. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. Not a commercial break. Well, sort of. We're gonna go to the spinning rings. So why don't we do this? Can we give away anything yet? Is there anybody have any questions? Yeah, we're gonna bring on another dealer here. We're gonna move on. But Nick, do you have anything to say? You want to add anything, buddy?
That's about it.
What's your future goals?
Future goals? Oof. I mean, I guess as long as I'm at CQ, there is no future goals. I guess CQ is the future.
Locked in, dude. Locked in.
For life. For
All
lifers.
right, well, good. All right, thank you, sir.
Wait. Christopher Bertrand asks Nick, is Nick doing mouth tricks?
Mouth tricks? All the time.
What a little bastard.
All the time.
How is it? This only on this channel, dude. We do have some great. They remember everything, dude. Don't say anything. I mean, holy
Please remember.
Smokes, dude. They come in here and call me on everything. This cod shortage thing has been an epidemic.
Dude, I've heard it 50 times today. You walked in at 4 o'clock.
I don't understand what's going on. I mean, people just don't understand. All right, well, good stuff, buddy. Thank you so much for being part of the and if you would love his shirt, we have his shirt. This is like part commercial. It's infomercial with a little dealer. Especially. All right, we're gonna go to the couch next because we're gonna use. This is gonna be everybody gets a shirt except for those of you who are employees. But the dealers who are here get a shirt. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and for those people who are early adopters, because I think we should give away something early. Do we have? I know we're not expecting a lot of live people here. Yeah, come on, have a seat, buddy. Yeah, we're not expecting a lot of live people here because we did change the time and date, everything. You know what I mean? Put a little dent in everybody's schedule, but it had to be done. But we know that people will watch afterwards. And so, but for those of you if you want to incentivize getting here early and on time next time, like I'm always on time. Always on time, sir. Why is there so much giggling going on? My God. Okay, we're going to give away one of these rings. And they're on our site, shopcasinoquest.com. I have been working so hard to get these spinning rings. When I first realized this was a thing, I've been working with this dude. So I want the 2 set. So some of you have seen the D20 ring, big, fat, oversized ring. But this is 2. You might have seen me spinning the singles. I know a lot of you have bought the singles too. But I got the double ring, dude. I got the double. Yeah, get in there nice and close, dude. Get in nipple close, buddy. Nipple close. That's as close as you can get? Wait a minute. What can I do? I can put it over here? Oh, my God. I'm blurry. Oh,
Move your finger forward.
Move it forward. All right, here we go. Anyway, so here it is. They're stainless steel, black enamel, and they look fantastic. This is a beautiful ring. So it spins, and you can get a roll anywhere you're at. You want to get a roll, and you want a little. So I put them on my inside fingers, and I got the black and gold one and the silver one. Spin them around. All right, we're gonna give away one of these silver ones right now. Who's excited? Wait till they see the slot one. By the way, let's leave me in the background, dude. I look so much younger like this. This is better. This is better. Wow. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're gonna give away this one. Literally this one. And because I broke it in for you, it's nice, dude. You break it in. All right, what's that? What's going on? Well, every time he laughs, I gotta know. Anybody?
Lebowski says, "Is that ring ribbed?"
Oh yeah, it's ribbed for your pleasure, sir. It literally is, dude. There's no doubt about it. So when you get these rings, you got to fidget with them right away. And the more you fidget with them, the smoother they go. Until you can literally... It only took me a day. I wore this for a day. And I put them on my inside. You know, whatever finger works for you, dude. You know what I mean? Whatever your stronger finger is. And whatever you want. Anyways. All right, so let's give it away. So we don't even need any likes. If we have likes, that's fantastic. However many people are out there, we know it's not going to be a huge audience. But... make sure you're on your best behavior because a lot of people after the fact watch this, dude. It's a strange dynamic, dude. All right, ready? All right, so here we're gonna do, and I have a sale. We have a code for you guys. Oh crap, I forgot the damn code. Do you remember the code? Did I give you the code? What's your name with all the hair?
New podcast, I think.
Is it new podcast?
Something like this.
Let me look at the date.
I don't know. You literally made it right as we're like trying to get
Listen
live.
here,
I don't know what you want from me. I can't keep track of all of this. What are you doing?
New Tuesday. So we 5% off anything you buy in the cart. Starting tonight till tomorrow. 5% off literally everything. Anything you might add in the cart. 5% off. Oh, you got to spend at least $50.
It do be
off.
like that.
Yeah.
It do be.
And if you're a Patreon, we're gonna be putting up those codes mañana or tomorrow. We've been a little delayed with that one. We gotta put that on our task list and make sure all the patrons, depending upon which level you are, you're supposed to get a discount. You know what I mean? You're supposed to get paid, dude. That's the whole idea. All right. Let's have a word. So Tuesday. Well, let's just do. Just type in Tuesday because we're introducing the podcast Tuesday. Type away Tuesday, and let's get a roll. Literally. All right, we're gonna give this away. What's going on? There's a lot of laughing going on. What's going on?
Everyone's typing in ring already.
Rigged? Already rigged?
Ring.
Oh, ring? Oh, let them go with ring. Screw it. That's fine.
Right? Oh, now they're typing in Tuesday.
Oh, now it's Tuesday. Holy crap.
Either one. Just type in
either one works. Ring or Tuesday or any
Tuesday
of
ring.
those things. Tuesday ring on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Yep. You got the Tuesday ringtone going on. Alex uses my voice as a ringtone, dude. It's disgusting. Absolute disgusting. All right, ready? All right, how far in are we? Anybody?
Oh my God.
All right, ready?
Yeah, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
1 through 20.
Pick a number. 1 through 20.
17.
Ooh. Counting is tough, dude. Counting.
Steven Tripp, you are the winner.
He ran out of toes somewhere halfway through there, I think. No one wants to see the feet. Who won?
Steven Tripp.
All right. Huh? Anyways, Steven sounded like. You go ahead. Dennis is going to DM you. And, see, I know what DM is, dude.
You.
I'm here.
Oh, it's not a DM, but okay.
Oh, damn. I swear to God. see, the minute you learn this stuff, they change it on you, dude. They change it on you. Everything is fluid nowadays. People are fluid. Words are fluid. History is fluid. You see something, it's not something, it's something else. You know what I mean? You flip the channel, a whole different reality. It's quite something. All right, well, you know what's timeless, dude? CEG Dealer School, dude. CEG Dealer School. Look at that. You see that segue? Timeless. Same table. Timeless, dude.
Boy.
Timeless.
Oh.
All right, so here's what we do. But here's how we get retention. You ready? Stay tuned.
Is how we get retention?
Yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna give away this slot ring, and this slot ring looks so cool. Hey, can you just, Dennis? Can you just put this right up to the camera and show them how good this slot ring is? Because we're gonna give this away later. This thing is so fantastic. I have been waiting urgently for this slot ring. Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. I can, yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
He's like, needs a second. All right, everybody's like, clear your eyes, folks. It's not your prescription. It's our camera. There it is. It looks fantastic. It spins great, and it's not easy to get all the sevens lined up. You know what I mean? But it happens. It's so cool. Or to get all the slots lined up. So if you're fidgety and you like the silver 7 slots, this is with the bells. God, if this thing had sound effects in it, it would just be fantastic. But I can see that's going to be a little problem. You know what I mean? Until they miniaturize that. All right, fantastic, sir. All right, we're going to give that away in a little bit. But we're going to introduce ourselves to David real quick. Then we got to get Nick. Nick's got to go. He's got things to do. All right, but that's okay. All right, he's not Nick, Matt. Jesus, I'm looking right at him. He nodded. He knew what I was talking about. Boomer.
Boomers.
Hey.
Hey.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Here we go. We got David.
Yep.
And David, you emailed me several months ago.
I did. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I totally forgot I emailed you.
Yeah.
But I did email you a few months ago.
A few times.
Yeah.
Introducing yourself, saying that you were thinking about coming out here.
Yeah, I was in the brainstorm and I was on VegasMessageBoard.com, I think. No plug, no subscription, or no sponsor. But
you on the Vegas message board? That's a thing?
Yeah, no, it's like...
People reach out to
There's
Vegas?
like 65 and up mainly there, but they were nice.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Wait. You can't just gloss over that.
We're going to power through that one.
Yeah.
But,
so not a dating site, huh?
no
I think it sounds a lot
right?
like a dating site.
Listen, all I'm going to say is you hold me from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. You don't worry about what I do other times.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
It's I was on there thinking about what I wanted to do. I was thinking, I always wanted to make my way out to Vegas, honestly. I'm from Georgia. I don't know if you've been to Georgia. If you have, I'm sorry. But if you haven't, I've always wanted to make my way out to Vegas. And I was thinking about what I wanted to do. I was thinking, front desk, hospitality or something. I'm like, I could do that, but the coolest story I could tell afterwards is getting vomited on by a patron. But as a dealer, not only could I deal, but then also get vomited on by patrons. So it's sort of a win-win here. But, either way, right? Like, what I really am trying to get at, though, is I've always wanted to do something in Las Vegas, and dealing seems like the best place to do it.
So the first email that you sent to me was, I think you were asking questions about where to live.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All the material things.
Yep.
If you come here, you gotta live somewhere.
Yeah.
And then of course I think, I should have gone back and looked at it, but I remember. So normally this is how it happened. You're a great example. Half of our school are literally people like yourself who have come from other states. Mm-hmm. We used to get a lot of people, mostly local, 95% of people from Vegas, and a small minority of people that would come in and from wherever, and they'd want to be dealers. But it always took a minute for people to realize this was a thing. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, if you're in Atlanta, you don't even know that you can be a dealer unless you're, come across a gaming, right? So it's interesting that this whole thing changed. Half of our school is literally people from out of state who quite literally moved here just to go to CEG, and it's quite stunning. All right, so you we email back and forth. I think you had a delay moving here at one point for
I was thinking
a
about
couple weeks.
Moving earlier, but it didn't end up working out. I called a few times, talked to some lovely people, talked to Lauren, you as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a steel trap, buddy.
I
remember every little detail.
Yep.
Your name, maybe not, but everything else, I got you. Okay. So, all right. So you came to the school. Mm-hmm. You show up. Mm-hmm. You say hello. You'd already paid.
Yep.
We already got your money.
Got the discount. Yep.
You got a discount?
Yeah, Memorial Day, 5%.
Oh, wow. You waited for that too, didn't you?
I did.
Snuck in there. That's all right.
$30 off. I'll take it.
Really? All right. Well, that's good. All right. So you did all the games, no?
Yep. I started actually with just Blackjack and Craps, but I was having too much fun to stop, right?
Yeah.
So I added Baccarat and Roulette as well.
The other interesting thing is a lot of people, they sign up for as little as possible. Then when they get to the school, they realize, wow, I have clipboards on my desk of all the jobs that we have access to, and it's separated into sort of tiers of opportunity. You know, if you ask me, right? So there are some casinos, the bar is super low. You only need 1 or 2 games. Used to be you really couldn't get hired with just 1 game. Now you can get hired with 1 or 2 games. But if you want to get to a little better property, a little more money, you really got to know, they put you on a rubber band, so they want to move you around the casino. Now, if you become a dice dealer, they kind of stick you on dice a lot, you know. But the more games you know, the more opportunity. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? All right, so you come to the school day 1. I remember you walked in, you're very friendly. You really, I mean, you're ideally a frontline employee.
That's
unless you're literally just taking drugs to be that friendly.
You know what I mean? Currently sober.
It's currently so. All right, well, that's good. So you're naturally a friendly, outgoing person. You have a college degree.
I do. I graduated, and then 3 weeks after, I moved out here.
Which is fantastic. That's actually going to come in handy, not this second.
Yeah.
Okay, but in the gaming business now, there's really a lot of opportunity. If you have a college degree, they will see that, and you will be flagged for opportunity even sooner than many other people. Oh, okay, what's going on over there?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. So that's an interesting thing as well, because I know a lot of people when they get a degree, you know, it isn't what they. What kind of degree did you get?
Philosophy and economics.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of money in that one.
You know it. But economics ain't doing too bad, thank God. But you know, it works pretty well with the casino industry, to say the least. You know,
the philosophy is going to come in really handy, dude.
Every day.
Yeah. When the fun stops, kind of thing. You'll be on that hotline, working through a lot of issues. But yeah, so you'll be like, just the fact that you have a degree is not a bad thing. And realistically, it's a great way to transition, going from college and all the book stuff, a lot of stress, taking tests. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people that get out of that mode come to be a dealer, and you can still make a very good living as you sort of work through or process what you want to do, how you want to sort of expand. All right, so you run into Becky.
I run into Becky day 1. You know, you're at first always a little intimidated at Becky, you know, but you realize she's amazing. Everything she does, her teaching method, you know, the jokes. Once she starts cracking a few jokes with you, that's when you realize Becky is a national treasure. You know, Becky's a legend.
She's going to be entered into the National Archives soon,
should.
buddy. Okay, she's been around a long time.
You know,
she broke in the 70s, dude. She's a legacy dealer on a whole nother level. You know, not everybody. So interestingly, Becky is a very useful first sort of where you enter, right? Because literally, if you can get through Becky, you can get through any job.
Absolutely.
You know, and Becky doesn't make it easy because it's not supposed to be that easy. No. You know, right?
Her audition for Blackjack was intense. You know, the first time I attempted it, I was shaking. You know, I got the trembles. And I was like messing up things I wasn't messing up, which, you know, is really good practice for an actual audition. You know, because I'd much rather make those mistakes in front of Becky than in front of an actual job I'm going for. And, you know, every time I'm auditioning in front of her, it gets easier and easier and easier. I just passed a Baccarat audition today, and that one much easier than the first Blackjack attempt. It's also Baccarat.
So Becky is quite literally a legend. She may or may not be one of the first female dealers to be pregnant and deal back in the day, quite literally. So Becky is a bit older. She broke in the 70s, early 70s. And she's been a dealer, dealer and a supervisor. I mean, she knows the game pat. And her auditions are not supposed to be easy because we want to refer you from CEG Dealer School, not some other school. All right, when you come from us, you know, they know that you came from us. They expect a little better dealer. So I got to tell you a quick story, and then we'll get Matt in here next. We'll get Matt to say hello. But so Becky broke her leg, sadly. Okay. She broke her leg, and she had to take a day off, a whole day, to get it treated, okay? Alex gets the sniffles. He's out for a week, dude. We don't hear from him. He's under a rock somewhere. But Becky's made of something else, okay? But here's the interesting thing. So she comes to school the next day. She's like, damn it, I broke my leg. I got to go get it fixed. Like, oh, shit. I'm like, well, do you want to take the week off? Oh, hell no. She's like, I'm coming in tomorrow. I just got to go see this damn doctor, and, you know, I got to go get this. Like, it's an inconvenience. Like, you know what I mean? You got to run down. So she gets the leg squared away. She comes to work the very next day. A week later, okay, she's like, you know, I'm experiencing a little discomfort. She can't stand on, her leg is all in a cast. She can't stand on the leg. And I'm like, well, I mean, Becky, just go home, take the day off, go figure out what's going on. So it's a little bit in the afternoon. I forget the exact timeline, but anyway, so she calls me the next morning, and she's like, I'm going to be an hour late. I broke my leg again. So she broke the same leg again, right? And I'm like, well, please don't come in. Like who comes in? They broke their leg. It's one of the, when you get like a sprain, that people are like, you walk it off. You know what I mean? But when you actually break your leg, you're kind of like, okay, take a moment, relax.
Yeah.
So an hour later, she comes roaring in with the little wheel on her leg. She's wheeling herself in. She's like, oh hell no.
It's
She's
one of
like,
those scooters, not just a wheel. It's not like she just got a tire and just started rolling.
Oh yeah, a little scooter thing. She's like, a whole hour she took off with her broken leg twice, dude. So now it sucks when you get sick at the school and you call in and then you remember Becky and you're like, oh crap, you put the phone down, dude. You don't want to call in. You don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta say, Becky is one of the strongest people I've ever met, and a very literal old school dealer.
No, I mean, I every interaction I've had with Becky has been a great one. She knows what to go on. Every minute question about every detail in dealing, every situation that would come up twice, maybe in a 20-year career, she knows memorized. It's incredible. She knows everything about dealing.
I'll pay you later, buddy. It's okay. Don't worry.
Appreciate it. Another 5% off, please.
Sure. There was this deal. What was going on? No one told me about this.
Look at all that hair, dude. Shut the hell up. Nobody wants to hear from you with all that hair. Every time I see all that hair, I'm so jealous,
you're the one who talks all the time.
Good Lord, man. Look at all that hair. God. And he's young,
I get it.
too.
You're jealous. We understand.
Oh, man. Even Gravity is upset. They're like, look at this guy. All right, so I just have so you're not through the school yet, but you're looking to get your first job soon. You're waiting to kind of get through Dice, I think.
Mm-hmm. Dice and then maybe Roulette.
And then so what's your short-term goals as far as becoming a dealer?
Honestly, Michael, I've always wanted to be on the Strip. I want to work, even if I'm breaking in at not as good of a strip property. I want to work at I just want to work somewhere on the Strip. Don't get me wrong, I love locals casinos and they're great, but I've always wanted to work with tourists. I've always enjoyed the Vegas tourist experience, and I want to be on the other side of that, providing some good customer service. At the MGM Grand, I once ran into this dealer who, I lost $40 playing, it's a carnival game. I think Texas
Hold'em.
And it was one of the greatest $40 I've lost. I tipped him $5 afterwards. I'm like, wow, look at that. And then I felt bad afterwards. I'm like, oh, there goes $40 playing a carnival game. But just being on the other side of that experience is sort of what I want. I want to be in that environment, and no matter where I am on the Strip, I know I'm going to get that. There's going to be downs, of course, too, but it's the whole experience. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I will say this. There are people that really love tourists, like just that tourist experience. It's its own thing, for sure. There are if you deal to a local place where you get only locals all the time, it can be a little tedious. You get to know the players, you develop a rapport, and the next thing you know, you're going out to eat with them, and then you're dating their daughters, and these things happen. No, just wait a minute, it went off the rails. But it's interesting. Working at a local casino is a very different experience as a dealer, for sure.
Wait, why does it sound like you have experience with this?
Well,
what's going on here?
Some things happen, dude. You work a local. By the way, back in the day when I worked at a local casino, they really didn't have a whole lot of rules. You working over the customer after hours wasn't necessarily a thing, because you were local. Yeah. You might have lived next door to the same person, as long as you weren't dealing to like your family member, or you weren't showing favoritism to a friend. I used to have friends come up and play on my table, and as long as you're not doing anything overt, you got to very specifically make sure you're doing everything the long way. Otherwise, you'll give away, and In fact, it's a better idea just to not have your friends play at your side. If you have an ex-girlfriend who it didn't go so well with, they show up at your table late at night and start doing, then. That's never happened to me, though. Never, ever happened to me.
This is getting suspicious.
Had nothing to do with cheaters.
This is getting a little weird.
This is a little weird. That's going to have to be a story. I've kept that story private because there's some people who, you'd rather just let go. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bring up those skeletons, because those skeletons will walk over and smack you around. Dude.
So you're admitting it.
I'm not admitting anything. I never said anything. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm just here, dude. I'm just talking. You okay? We're just having a conversation.
You're talking the truth right now, okay?
Listen, I met this girl one time at a strip club. It was great for like a couple couple days, dude. and then I was so self-important. Then I was like, guess where I work? And the minute I came out of my mouth, I was like, oh crap! If this goes south, it's gonna go really south, and it did. By the way, she brought in her mother too. Oh. That was funny.
That's what you get for
She
putting
brought
your
in her
rooster
mother.
in crazy, okay?
She brought in her mother. They pretended to go to a show and go by my game, and the next thing you know, it was just like, oh my god, so weird. Anyways, avoid that. So that's a local property. So I worked at this local so yeah, if you work a lot, but if you play on the strip, you get a whole new group of people all the time, and some of them suck. There's no doubt about it. Some tourists come here, they lose their minds, they want to throw up on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They go, you know, and other times, some of the best experience I've had with families, especially if they come from another, they you know, it's a husband and wife or the kids, everybody's come out, or if it's one of these family reunion kind of things, they're having a wedding. Some of the most fun I've had as a dealer is where I've had a private table for a wedding group after, which was so much fun. Everybody was still in the dress. Well, just the one person, you know what I mean? Well, anyways, and it was just a lot of fun, you know, and you know, it was a whole different way of looking at it. But yeah, so I think you'll enjoy it, dude. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I think it will be a good time, and no matter what happens, you know, being a dealer, from what you've told me at least, you can do it everywhere. If I'm, you know, I don't like being don't like the tourists, go to a locals casino. If I don't like Vegas, go to Colorado, go to Oklahoma, go to Florida.
Idaho, buddy.
Let's slow that down. But you know,
it's hiring. I don't want to say. Listen, Idaho. You know, I bet more affordable housing. Although Boise, I've heard, has really gotten up there. But everywhere is hiring. Oklahoma. We're going out to Oklahoma soon. For those of you in Oklahoma, we're coming. David's going to be driving his ass out to Oklahoma because I won't fly, dude. 16-hour road trip, dude.
I just drove it. It's horrible.
Horrible?
Yeah.
Next. No, you just drove all the way from Georgia. You drove from Georgia. Did you take which road did you take? The
20.
You took the 20?
I took 20. That was faster. So I drove straight through Oklahoma. Every single one.
Wow. So you were north of Texas. That's more fun, by the way. Driving the 10 through Texas is sort of a never-ending, you know, you wonder where that state ends. You know, you get lost. Those of you that drove to Texas on the 10, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because it winds down around the border for a while, and then it cuts east, and you're just driving through Texas for what feels like months before you finally make your way out. Because you're used to seeing, like, hey, entering this state, leaving this state. You enter Texas, and then you're not sure you're ever going to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, quite literally ever going to get out. All right. We're going to talk to the next part. We're going to bring one of the Matts over. And Matt's got to go. Matt's got to.
They could stay on the casting couch.
Oh, they could stay on the casting couch? All right, good. Well, you can hang out with me, buddy.
Perfect.
We don't mind you hanging out. Yeah, you can be my Ed McMahon, dude.
I don't know if you want to do that.
I was trying to explain to Dennis how to be Ed McMahon, and the other boomer in the room brought up. Yep, that's right. Brought up. we had to like pull up the whole Johnny Carson show because you know. Dennis is never because Dennis is young. He's new to gaming, obviously, and he's never sure. Sometimes just not sure what to say. I don't think Ed McMahon ever knew what to say. You know what I mean? I think he just sort of sat there and just went, had a few drinks and literally just enjoyed himself, making $1 million a year sitting on a couch, bro. I'm all in.
Doesn't get better than that, right?
Yeah, apparently he went bankrupt later in life. I don't know how the hell you do that.
It do be like that.
How do you do that? You know, someone had it, but you know, he was on Star Search too. So ready? I'm gonna do a little. Here's a little boomer trivia for you. For those of you who are fans, I'm gonna throw this out there because you know this is a.
See, Snapper, he calls himself a boomer.
Oh, Snapper's out there. Snapper might know this one. So on Star Search, Star Search. There was a few acts on Star Search. Ed McMahon used to be the host of Star Search before there was America's Got Talent or, what's that other singing show? But anyways, it was Star Search. And so the Riviera used to play. No one's going to know this trivia. No one's going to know. So
I haven't understood a word you've said in the past 5 minutes.
So one of the guys that won Star Search, his name was Geechee Guy. And he was a comedian. Does anybody remember Geechee Guy? Matt does? You do? Yeah, Geechee Guy. I'm at the Riviera, strangely enough, playing my nickels, okay? My buddy works there. And here comes Geechee Guy walking through the nickel thing. I'm like, no way, Geechee Guy. I just saw him on damn TV winning Star Search. You know who also made a name for himself is Carrot Top. Before he was all buff. He used to be a skinny kind of, and then he got all just, holy crap, dude. He ate the other carrot guy. He got all buff. I saw him too. So they used to play at the Riviera. And I think Carrot Top won Star Search too. We'll have to look that one up. That'll be another bet. But Geechee Guy was one of the very first acts I saw win and end up on the Las Vegas Strip. You know, nowadays you win America's Got Talent, you're instantly into like that Shin Lo guy, or everybody has a show. You know what I mean? The purple dudes, a lot of dudes, all the blue dudes, purple dudes, a lot of dudes. Everyone's got a show now. Anyways, but there's a lot of shows coming from TV. But anyways, back in the day, it was mostly you got to a lounge act. You became a lounge act. Butterbean, when I opened up the Casino Boardwalk, they had Butterbean in it. By the way, he was the nicest dude. He was so cool. He had trouble fitting into those booths, though. By the way, he was a big, but he made it was all about the butter, less about the bean.
Such a weird tangent. What are we going on about?
No one in the room knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. It's me and Snapper having a conversation, buddy. Me and Snapper. Anyways, you guys can look up what this is supposed to be like. Anyways, all right, let's get on to the next person. We're gonna throw Matt up here. So Matt also.
They're both Matts.
I know the other Matt. Ops Matt. We got Ops Matt. Yeah, Hat Matt. Looking good in the logo gear, buddy. Wow, fantastic. Look at that. That's a sandwich hat.
Well, before we jump over,
Yep.
I do have some super chats.
Whoa.
Donnie Mont gave us $1, said nothing.
Okay,
And
fantastic.
I don't
Thank
even
you,
know how
sir.
to say this name. Von Lark gave us $10 and said nothing.
All right, thank you guys. Do we have any questions? Anybody have any questions for me? Except for COD, dude. We're trying to move past the COD shortage, everybody. Okay. We want this show to be about happiness, and apparently Patty came out here and he's like, dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. There's no COD shortage.
By the way, this is true. I
Fake
asked
news.
Patty
Yeah.
the first thing
We
I
asked
saw.
Patty.
Yeah.
Patty would know because he's in the mix. He's in the scene. He would know if there's a shortage of COD. Apparently there's a shortage of some beers, but not COD. Fake news, everybody. Fake news. Be careful where you get your news from. There's a lot of fake news out there.
Don't get it where David gets it, basically.
Yeah, apparently, dude. I get lured in. Next thing you know, I'm buying stock, and I'm like, oh, crap. You know what I mean? Anyways, all right. What else we got? Any questions? Anything out there? Snapper's still going strong. Everyone's coming. We have our event August. We're going to be calling everybody. It looks like we really need those birthdays. So for anybody who didn't fill out the loyalty thing, where I sent it out in the newsletter, we need birthdays because the birthdays run into like your reservation and the player's card. So that's, we need birthdays. Everybody who confirmed for our August 17th and 21st, whoever the main person is, we just need your birthday. So we have a secure form on our site. If you got the newsletter, there's that loyalty thing. I'm going to have to figure out how to get it up there.
And drop in your social security while you're at it. Your
No,
mother's
not your
maiden
social
name.
security, just your birthday. We just need the birthday. That's it. Yeah, I know. But we do have a secure site, and we're not keeping any of this information separately. We're not giving it away to anybody, nothing like this. At some point, we may have to actually call. You may even hear from Dennis. Dennis might actually call you at your home. And kind of get your birthday.
Can you take that one over? Can you take that one?
Yeah. No. Well, Nick is literally, me and Alex already discussed this, dude. It's gonna be our story. We might have to call everybody. There's only 88 Westgate reservations so far. So good luck. We're gonna be running through that. All right, let's get Matt's op. So this is an interesting story actually. Matt came out to learn the games. He's from Chicago, I believe. Nope. Oh no, Michigan. Michigan. Yeah, Michigan. So he came out to learn the games. He has. This is another thing. The new dynamic is we have a lot of people who are engaged in other careers. Yep. Some of them higher end. I'm not going to go into all the details of that, but there's a lot of people that I know a guy who is quite literally a millionaire Wall Street analyst who made a ton of money working on Wall Street. He let it all go. A couple years ago, he came to Vegas. He all he wants to do, he just want to learn blackjack, dude. First of all, the guy's got tons of money. He comes into school. He's like, listen, I just want to sign up for blackjack. And I'm like, dude, you need 2 games. He's like, don't worry about it. I just want blackjack. And later on, I come because I thought he was trying to grind me out. Some people come to school and they're, the first word is discount. I mean, dude, we're $250 for one class. It doesn't get much cheaper than that. You know what I mean? And so he's, working me over a little bit. And I'm thinking he's working. What I didn't realize is he just came here to deal blackjack. He already had a lead on a casino, a friend of his that literally was one off from top position, right? Mm-hmm. And he's been dealing blackjack now for several years. And that's all. And the simple reason is if you come from a high stress job, right? You've done your thing, and now you just want to be What do you got? What's going on?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Apparently, I don't got to worry about nothing. I'm just here hanging out, enjoying myself. And so he came to Vegas just to be a blackjack dealer because I will tell you this, no matter where you come from or what you've done in life, it's just so easy. You go to work, you put your apron on, take your apron off, and then you got nothing to do until the next day. I mean, it's hard in the sense that you want to make your money. You know, you'll come in the next day, you look at the tote book, see how much you made. You have supervisors, stuff like that. But for the most part, it's unlike any other job you'll ever do, unless you choose to be a supervisor. That's different. You know, we have so many ex-police officers and veterans and people in really high stress jobs that they retire and they're like, that's it. I want to do something that's no stress. I just want to collect a check, go in and do that. And dealing is all about it. So anyways, there's Matt's story. All right, you can go, buddy. Take care. See you later.
Hey, good to see everybody.
Tell us about why did you decide to come to CEG?
Really just to gear up for something else that I was looking to do at the time. I mean, I'd been in my current job for 30 years, and was looking for something else, something fun, something that just what you're talking about, relax a little bit on, and just enjoy the work.
And not really to take away from what you currently do, but sort of to add, supplemental.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy my current job, but this has also been refreshingly fun.
Yeah, Matt's another one who we've really enjoyed and have identified certain talents and resources, and he's slowly become instrumental to us. I know I was expecting to. I don't want to go into too much with you, sir. You know what I mean? And I don't think he has. He's one of these people who's come to school to learn how to be a dealer, but not to actually. And I think your trajectory now is to move on to something else, the same way that Nick did.
Yeah. No, it's similar to Nick's story. I went there with thinking, yes, okay, maybe I'm going to be a dealer at some point, but I've also got a teaching background, so I like teaching folks a little bit, showing them some things. And at the end of the day, I'm more on the business side and operations than anything else.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I think there's a lot of people that come to the school and they work it out. They're not really sure, but they come.
Yeah.
It's a great place to network in a safe way. Everybody's looking for sort of the same kind of trying to create opportunity, trying to move ahead in life. We have our placement rate for those people who sign the boards and looking for a job is damn near 100%. There are very few cases where people have fallen out for some reason. And when they fall out, they've usually died. You know what I mean? We've literally had someone pass away, sadly. You know what I mean? Not to make light of that. But, apart from that, it's hard not to get employed by us. Our network is really extensive. So I will say this, we're always very honest with you. If you sit down with me and ask me where's the best place to go, I won't tell you what you want to hear because I don't think anybody wants that. Because if I tell you what you want to hear sometimes, it makes it difficult. I don't want to make it difficult. There are some people, and this is true, and this is always the case, and I want you to know when you reach out to me and you email me, there was someone recently who talked about some issues that they have getting into the business, and I was like, you're 100% right, you need to wait. And as much as I want you to sign up, come to the school, and you pay and start the journey, for some people, it's not a thing. I can't help you, And we've had people come to the school, and, if you misrepresent yourself, I can't help you, right? If you think of yourself in a way that other people don't think of you, I also can't help you. And for that, I mean, there's a lot of people want a bigger job. They see themselves being a damn near dealer celebrity right out of school. That's not a thing, We have some exceptional cases, right? And David, you're very outgoing. Your personality fits. You're going through the games very well. You have a great opportunity ahead of you. There's no doubt about it. But everybody doesn't share that journey. Some people have it's a process. You know what I'm saying? Some people are, especially with dice. Some people come in and they're, I see people go through my dice class and they're very introverted. And for those people, we try to get them on a blackjack table, get them talking a little bit, find their space, find their voice, find their, it takes a minute, right? And so when I have people come to me and they see all the clipboards, I would be like, listen, those 4 over there, those aren't for you. You know what I'm saying? We got to work over here because that's the truth. And if I spin your wheels and waste your time working on things that just aren't a thing, I feel like I'm doing you an injustice. Even if it means, and that's a great thing, by the way, that's a great thing about us. Literally sitting here and me wearing a Casino Quest shirt, I can afford to be very honest to everybody. I don't need your money, and I don't want to waste your time. You know what I mean? Whereas, when 4 years ago, I needed your money, dude. I really needed your money. You know what I mean? We were staying afloat. We were trying to expand out the school. No, that's not really true. Me and Alex have always made a case of being honest. But we used to deeply discount the school. A lot of people still call us, strangely enough, and they're looking for the same deal they got 4 years ago. Like, that's not even possible. We have if you go, I mean, we have more instructors than any other school, strangely enough, even at the prices that we have. You know what I mean? And we don't do that, and that's not for nothing. That's because we have people like you that sign up for all the games. Yeah. We don't have, there are some schools that charge almost next to nothing and pack them in there, and they'll have one instructor. You know what's strange? I'm gonna do my David's one petty moment for the minute. We had a student reach out to us who, I got them an amazing job right out of school. Their very first job was at a tier 3 casino, because at the time they happened to be hiring. They walked out of the school having gone through, and I got them a great job. Okay, I won't mention who they are because I'm not like that. Do you know they sent me an email recently? Asked 2 years late. This was 2 years ago. I helped them out. Okay, and they sent me an email recently asking me what our prices were because another school had sent a more competitive price that was $50 less. And what I was very nice. I told them what our price is, but my thought was, and I'm thinking everybody would think this: holy crap, I got you a tier 3, and that's, for us, that's a great job.
Yeah.
I got you a tier 3 job right out of school because I was able to pull a few strings. You had a great personality, and you're debating about $50. You know what I mean? I hope you have a really great time at the other school. You know what I'm saying? If you come to our school, great. But that's I'm not going to get into a price war. You come to us because we offer quality. You know what I mean? At a ridiculously cheap rate. You know what I mean?
I mean, I pay here 1/10 of what I paid for a semester at a university. I had some stuff going on there, but yeah, I don't get paid by y'all yet. I mean, it's like $300 difference. I mean, that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but for a career,
it's amazing, dude. We are, by the way, we're going to be moving CEG to a new premium model, and then offering a lot of the online classes, the learning management system. And that's really the evolution of this space. We want you guys to learn where it's comfortable. We're going to make it affordable. If you want to start at home, it's going to be really affordable. We're going to make it, and then we'll have the coaching. But if you want to come to the school, we only want to focus on people that want a quality education and a quality career. We can't abide by all these, because right now we're $250 for a class. And my guess is that if you're from anywhere but Vegas, and you don't know, because the schools here have cannibalized the business, you follow? So if you're from somewhere else, that's got to sound like you're like, how the hell do we teach anybody? Well, the way we do it is it's an adaptive, flexible thing. We can have one person running the pit, so we make it work. But it's not easy. You know what I mean? The school is a break-even proposition at best. You follow? All right, well, good stuff. All right, so Matt, you got anything to add to this, buddy?
Well, look, it's been a great experience. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah.
Casino Quest and CEG Dealer School, really both top-notch places to be. Really good stuff.
Fantastic, sir. We appreciate having you. All right, well, we're going to get to the other Matt, because he has an interesting story, I think. Yeah. So this other Matt helps us out here at Casino Quest, but he also got a full-time, he's working full-time at a casino. He went to our school. You came here from? Chicago? Okay, you're the Chicago. All right, well, we had a few people from Chicago. Yeah. Oh, here we go. There you go, buddy. Chicago. And so, wait, how long ago did you come to the school, the CEG?
Well, I came out to Vegas for New Year's and had already purchased the classes.
Yep.
So I stayed a couple extra days and went ahead and went to a couple classes for those 2 days in January after New Year's.
Yeah.
Got my cards and then went on my way back to Chicago, had some traveling to do, and then just kind of worked on the stuff that Becky taught me, pitching and just working on my blackjack. And then I came back February 1st. I moved back to Vegas and then been going to school pretty much ever since.
Yes, I actually remember you because you came for a couple days and then you went to you wanted to practice. Did you get cards or something or chips?
Just got 2 cards. Just
two cards,
2 decks of cards.
2 decks of cards.
That's it.
Yeah. That's happened quite a bit. We had this. We have a couple guys from Florida Brothers who are slowly doing that. They're transitioning here slowly.
I remember them.
You remember them?
Yep.
Yeah. So they came out here just for a week, and they took back like layouts, stuff like this. They could practice at home, and they're going to be here like in another couple months. And we gave them kind of a special scenario because we know they're only going to be here. All right. So you got one job and one and done kind of thing so far.
Pretty much. I'm working at the Strat. They had a hiring event after about a month and a half after going through the classes. I knew Blackjack, Roulette, and Baccarat at that time. I was about to start Dice, but the hiring event was going on, so I was like, let me worry about the hiring event first.
Yeah.
Did that, got hired. Now dealing those games, and then been working on Craps since. And then they actually threw me on the Craps game one time
recently,
too, the Crapless Craps game. So that was fun, a good experience too. So now I can say I'm dealing all the games, which is nice.
Pretty much, almost all. Still got single zero, dude. Single zero.
Well,
and
that's years down the road.
Yeah, that's a while down. So you're a decent crap dealer, dude. You know it well. I mean, as a break-in, I think you qualify everywhere I can send you. And you're one of those people. Well, we have another Matt that comes in and practices. We have another guy named Jordan who was going to be here. We have a lot of Matts. Yeah,
a lot of Matts and Jordans.
And we once you guys have some, especially on Dice, so it's a little different if it's in the other games. So what happens at the school? You get 6 months to come to the school, and then you kind of time out. But when you're in the Dice class, we kind of let you extend a little bit because it's so helpful to the other students. To have the dice game full and have people, experienced dealers especially. For sure. You guys come with some experience on the table and you guys focus on dice. Pretty much when you come, you're just on the dice game. That's really all you're interested in. And we really want you to be the best possible dice dealers. How is your experience at the Strap-In specifically?
It's been very good. I've started off kind of slow, dealing, kind of slowly integrating me into the Baccarat because the graveyard Baccarat shift there is very high limit and kind of crazy players. So once I got into there and comfortable with that, though, it's been very good. Money's been just getting better and better. So
I for those, it's amazing. So our friend Brian really helped evolve that space.
Oh, for sure.
And I know that they have new management now. He has since moved on, but it's such a great team there still. A lot of really friendly people to work with. We've worked with them for many years now.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who are a little older, and remember the Bob Stupak days before it was there was even a tower there, and they were promoting the tower. So if you played slots at Vegas World is what it was called before it was the Stratosphere. They had this little elevated slot area, and they had the model of what was Bob Stupak's dream of building this tower. And originally he was trying to collect. They were trying to make it. He was trying to make it to like a timeshare kind of thing, where you bought every person or 10 people bought one of the tower rooms, and they get enough of these people together because no one was interested in investing in Bob Stupak. Okay, Bob Stupak, thankfully, he's passed away, so thankfully he can't sue me is what I was trying to say. Not thankfully he passed away. That was mouth tricks right there. But for those of you, so he had this he was a bit of a schemer. He was a gambler, he was a drinker. I don't know if he did drugs, but I'm assuming he rode motorcycles, which scared the hell out of his management he got into one horrible accident at one point, which injured him and made him. He had some issues resulting from that. But he was a bit of a schemer. For those of us like myself who were degenerate gamblers, man, Stupak always had some of the weirdest little like slot junkie contests and all this stuff going on constantly. And I remember seeing the picture of what he has envisioned, the Stratosphere. And man, did the city council fought over every aspect. It was how tall it was going to be. Ultimately, it was supposed to be a lot taller. Oh, yeah. And the FAA had to voted it where it had to be, I don't know how many levels shorter because they were afraid it was going to interfere with the planes, right? He also had this idea of building out this roller coaster that was going to go over all the that whole area, and the locals came out and were like, "Holy crap!" Because imagine a roller coaster rolling over your house late at night. The decibels, and they were trying to work out that how they were going to get the sound. But I remember that was one of the most contentious city council meetings, And it was a unique thing at the time. He also was gonna have a King Kong ride, where you can get into King Kong, and it would go up the side of the. He just had all these. He was quirky. He was so, he was Vegas, dude. Bob Stupag was Vegas, dude. You know what I mean? Interestingly, the same time this was going on, you had Ted Binion and all that drama. Holy crap. For those of you who got to revisit that story, I don't know why. That should be a movie. Are you kidding me? Like literally a flippin' movie. But anyways, Bob Stupag had this idea for building the Strat. It was always Naked City is behind it. If you're there, you don't really want to talk about it, but it is what it is. It used to be one of the worst neighborhoods in town. It's not really the worst neighborhood in town. There's a guy that drives around and goes, "Oh my God, it's the." No, it's not. There's so many. Have you been to Charleston and Lamb? Holy crap! You know what I mean? There's other areas of town. If you're a local, sorry about you guys who live in Crossroads over there with your drive-through crack houses, but you know what I mean. Naked City has this community center. A lot of those weekly apartments have been demolished, and like any other community, it's got ups and downs. But for the most part, it's not nearly as bad. You can walk from there to Boston Pizza and back with no problem. I've done it myself, straight out the back of the Stratosphere, and not had any problem. Will people ask you if you have a cigarette or change or something? Yeah, of course. You know what I mean. But you're gonna get that almost anywhere. But the Strat now, it's a great job for the most part. Right? I'm sure you have days maybe not so good, but
there was a 1-0 day that I had, but
yeah,
I also didn't deal for 6 hours. So,
but on average,
how are you going to make money when you don't deal for 6 hours? So that's fine.
And high limit Bach, dude.
It's great.
I mean, it really has some of the biggest Bach action in town at the Strat, dude.
I mean, I had $12 in my box, and then the last hour turned into $325. So I mean, that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah. So the Strat has become, and it's come down to, quite honestly, if you go in there any day of the week, it's busy. It's literally packed. I think it's amazing. I mean, that place used to be just bum central, issues, security out the back. I mean, it was always, you kind of avoided it. Nobody wanted to deal there. It was depressing. The pit, before it was where the pit is now, it used to be a set off of where those escalators were. And it was dark. The whole place was dark. It was, depressing. Moving it under those escalators and then adding all those lights is tremendous. It's what's weird? How I know all these little details about like every casino. It's just very strange, dude.
It's cool.
I know. Yeah. But I've always been so intrigued at, we had a fan come the other day and asked me like, what do I think makes it a great casino? I'm not gonna have that discussion right now. But I love how casinos evolve, and I love how you have different managers that come and they try to mix things up and try to pretend like they know what the hell's going on. Some do, some don't. But Brian was a game changer. There's no doubt. If you go into the Strat today, someone made a huge impact here. And not just that. He had a whole team of people that are really, really friendly, man. I mean, me and Alex go in there. We're always really well received. There's not all this ego and crap. Everybody's just interested in making money, helping the customer. You know what I'm saying? Yep. We don't get a lot of the ego. You go to other places, that's not true. Everybody's just stiff upper lip. You know what I mean? But Strat's a little different story. All right, well... So what's your goal? Like, what's your goal now?
Probably stay at the Strat probably for at least a year and just possibly see what happens next from there.
Yeah.
If it happens to be center strip property or something like that, down for that. But my ultimate goal is to be a dealer at the CQ casino.
Oh, really?
That's my goal.
At the CQ casino?
Yeah,
we get asked that a lot.
But my whole reason is to come to Vegas, get enough experience, so when you guys open up a casino, I'll be good enough to be on that team.
It's God. I mean, listen, this is a little bit of a pipe dream.
Of course.
But me and Alex, we would probably, because at first I was thinking, well, we could host a property, right? But now we're literally driving out to Oklahoma soon, and retail has improved here, so we have that component of it, and the interactions here at this space have gone up. Of course, this week is a little slower when it comes to reservations because it's July 4th. Everybody's waiting for that and the long weekend. But we keep getting asked. So we've had some venture capitalists, VC funds, reach out to us over, I would say, more and more. We're in no way are we in any position where we'd ever, obviously, there's nothing to entertain other than us hosting some kind of property. But I think it would be cool to have we would absolutely start a legacy type of property. It would be about inexpensive food, it would be all about the gameplay and immediate. So we'd have, we would want better rooms and things like this, but it would be sort of an all-encompassing experience. Player experience. Yep. It would be more about the player, and I think that's missed here. There are some properties that have tried to become a boutique experience, but the boutique experience has not really paid off well, because they try to be a high-end boutique experience, which I think the top-tier casinos already have that in spades.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You got Nobu, you got Crockford's over here now on Resorts World. By the way, beautiful, absolutely beautiful casino, which that's making some traction. If you guys haven't been to Resorts World, wow. They've really evolved.
They're doing well, too.
The
Dealers
food.
are doing well, too.
Which one?
The dealers are doing well there, too.
Dealers are doing, that place is great. So, the first couple weeks it opened, it was like a bit oofy.
It was rough.
It was rough. After the first couple days, we went through there at like 6 o'clock on a Friday. And we had 5 minutes to take pictures at the front door. Nobody was coming in. I mean, this actually happened. And then they started out a little rocky. Their prices had to be fixed. Some of the restaurant offerings had to be fixed. So we went to, where did we go? Yeah, we're on to restaurants at Resorts World, dude. What show are you hosting over here? What's going on?
I just heard resorts and then I said
Breeze Up. Wow, holy crap. The best Italian food we've experienced in town, which is a high bar, by the way. Runner-up or tied, depending upon what day you go, is Ferraro's. Ferraro's, which we love. But Breeza, oh my God. We how many times have we been there now? 3 times? It's really good. Every time it's getting better, which is really unique. But Breeza, I ate at that sushi place the other day, and I'm not one for sushi, let me tell you. If it's still walking, breathing, talking, it's not my thing. And I don't care what you call it. Squid ink is not to be eaten. It's to be feared. You run away from squid ink.
Feared?
You don't fry it up and make it into a sandwich. You know what I mean? I don't understand what the hell is it. They have like 3 squid ink things on the thing. But you know what the great thing is? Here's the great thing about Vegas. You stop at the podium, okay? Unless you want Taco Bell. What kind of is this? Listen, and you know what you do? You're like, listen, I don't.
Black, we're done.
I'll eat here. I'm like, I'll eat here, but I need to know what else you have besides squid ink. Yeah, because I was with a friend of mine that's all into sushi, and Japanese restaurants do. They literally slap it in the fin, throw it on a dish, and they serve it. I mean, what a genius.
Take out the eyeball and then just put it on the plate.
You don't take out the eyeballs. That's not how it works. They leave everything. Everything is just. I mean, it's so easy.
Uncultured.
I don't understand. So they're like, sir. They look at me and they're like, sir, yeah, we got something. We have a kiddie menu. We don't publish it, but we got it. Quite literally. I
do be like that sometimes.
I couldn't understand anything on the menu, and I'm like, dude, I need noodles. I need noodles. Anything on here means noodles, because noodles. And they're like, yeah, no worries. And the guy comes over to me, and this is what makes me nervous. I'm gonna make you a nice dish. And my other person has figured out everything they're gonna order, because it's all Japanese sushi. So if you've eaten sushi, you know exactly what the hell you want.
Yeah.
And the guy looks at me, and right away he's like, you need the extra white special. You know what I mean? Like how to, and throw in the Jewish stomach thing, and then it's just like that's another level.
They're gonna feed you water, dude. They're gonna feed you water.
So,
there you go.
So he says at some point in the middle of this, he says barbecue, and I swear to God, the couple next to us, they're like, what barbecue at a damn Japanese restaurant? Like, this is new. Like, literally, the lady looks up, like, she's like, what? Are we at the right restaurant? And the minute he said barbecue, and then there was chicken a few words later, and noodles. I was like, that's all right. Yeah, you hook me up, dude. By the way, it was nothing like that. I don't know. I got some gooey no, it was what was it? It was some kind of fish with cat puke on it. Okay, but it was really good.
With
really
cat
good
puke?
Cat puke.
Caviar?
You know the hand agitated foam that they put on the dish, and they charge you an extra $10 for that.
Okay.
I don't know what is that?
It's foam.
It's just foam.
Foam. That's what they call
I mean,
foam.
it looks like cat. You know cat puke.
Do
you know what the cat puke?
Do you know
it's like this
cat puke?
foamy
What a question.
substance. And then
What a
it looks
question.
like they just shoveled that over. I will say this: it was really good, dude. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I couldn't believe it. I've actually eaten at a Japanese restaurant and got out there without being nauseous. I'm not big on Japanese food. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You give me a Mexican pizza, I got you.
Jeez.
All right. So, do we have any commentary or anything else? Because I think we're coming to the conclusion of this show. Although, wait a minute, we got to get rid of this slot. We got to get this.
We do have some questions. So
Ooh.
before you start shoppercinequest.com. John Zapp says, what kind of money can you expect coming out of school?
$30,000 to $50,000 a year, reliably. Most of the tokes are pretty well up. I mean, this one match, a great example. I think you're probably on track to make over 40, maybe more.
The way it's been happening, I could possibly do over 70.
Holy smokes! See,
but that's a pipe dream. I'm expecting more around the 40 to 50 range.
Yeah, 40 to 50. So. If you're, by the way, so the Strat, they keep their own, and if you're friendly and you build up a nice group, because you have a mix of tourists and locals.
That's why I like it. It's a good mixture of. We got a lot of repeat players and then a lot of tourists, and then those tourists come back because the Strat has great promotions as far as giving free rooms.
Oh, they do, and the food. I get $15 of free food every time I go there, and I barely play there. Mm-hmm. Every time I show up, $15 food credit. I mean, that's easy.
And I got $250 of credit from the top of the world for a little
really?
promo. Yeah, I got a little drawing of the caught your eye thing that they do, so I got $250 of free.
250, 250?
Yeah.
Wow, that's enough for like 2 people up there. Good luck.
Or me 3 times.
Or you 3 times, yeah. By the way, top of the world is a great date. That's a great date, dude. That's easily one of the best date places in town. Or the lounge that's up there as well. Mm-hmm. They have sort of what they call an ultra lounge, premium lounge. They serve shakes up there, although the one time we went to get shakes, the machine was out of order. But they serve actual shakes. You don't have to go up there and get loaded up, because everyone goes and gets loaded, dude. What better thing to do than to get loaded at 110 floors up? You know what I'm saying?
Well, then why are you up there? I don't understand.
I mean, you're just that close to the other. You get loaded. Anyways, I love the fact that there's shakes up there. I wanted to try that shake machine so bad. I'm scared to death of heights, if you don't already know. So but there is where you can step back and look out, because the view is fantastic. And that interactive display thing they have, where you can actually look out where you're at and then find it on wherever the display is, you'll get a relative idea of what it is. Hey, you can be like, hey, what's that in the distance? Oh, yeah. And it'll be like prostitute number 3. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Looking at the Wild West truck stop? Wild West truck stop? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, truck stop action, dude. That's me.
Well, if you ever want to go up, I got 3. I get 3 people at a time to take up to the observation deck.
We were given a tour, me and Alex, and is this all because it's a very secure tower. They make you can't go up there with guns. You got to go through security. Yeah. And we got to backdoor it kind of thing so that they can get us up there. They have a service elevator. We went up to the service elevator. We got to walk around. It's really fun, man. I mean, it's amazing what they've done. And realistically, those people who still battle about the Strat not being part of the Strip, you see any Strip skyline, Strat's on it, dude. Strat's literally the bookmark of the skyline. Of every single Strip skyline thing anywhere, Strat is officially. So that's Sahara promo. We love the Sahara, but get over it. Yeah. You know what I mean? The Strip does not start there, okay? It starts down the street a little bit. All right, what else you got?
Last question is, what's the wait time on getting hired by a casino? How many have turned you down?
Instant. So we could have a job fair almost every day of the week at the school right now. Everybody's ramping up for the summer crowd that comes, the end of summer crowd that comes. The wait time is next to nothing. I mean, quite literally, if you come to the school, that's been the newest question. How long before I can get a job? If you knock out Blackjack in 2 weeks, I could get you a very entry-level job almost immediately. Like, they'll hire you. We started a poker class, and by the second week, we had a top-tier casino hiring 3 of those poker students out of the class. They had just started the second week. Crazy. And by the way, when I say top tier casino came in and auditioned them at CEG Dealer School and hired them. We have so many friends in this business now. I hate to say I got a lot of juice, but I got a lot of juice. And I love it because that's the empowerment of the school. Mm-hmm. I never had a lot of juice. Not juice for me. I have juice for our students. But I only use it if you qualify. If you qualify, I can get you to work at the best possible casino for you. If it's close to you, there are some casinos we don't work with. One of these days we can't really talk about. There are casinos we don't work with for a very specific reason, but it's all about choice. You know, we preach acceptance, equality, all those things, and we mean it. And we put literally our school on the line for it, our money on the line for it. You know what I mean? There's a few casinos out there that just don't pay attention, and that's the nature of the beast, at least now. But if you want to get hired, if you come through our school, the odds are, as long as you're not wanted for manslaughter, I can get you hired very quickly. I will say this. One of the most common things, especially people coming from out of state, they're always so worried. They sit down and they're like, "Hey, David, are you sure? Because I really need to get to work." There's a lot of anxiety. Don't worry about it. If I tell you there's no jobs, then there's no jobs. As long as I tell you there's jobs, we got you squared away. All right, what do you got?
Well, it's time.
But before we go, we gotta give away this slot ring. We can't forget, dude. This slot ring is too cool to not be given away. Because Nick's been looking at it, and he's gonna mail it out. It's so cool, dude. I've been playing with this one a lot. I bring it home, and my friend, one of my roommates, literally spun it once and got all the sevens lined up. I've been working on it for like hours, dude. Hours. He spins it one time on my finger and gets the sevens.
So
ruined it.
Did you have to pay him $100?
I know. That's pretty quick, dude. That's good, dude. Luckily,
that's why I'm making that good money at the Strat.
Yeah.
Quick like that.
Me and Alex have been doing these roulette battles. And he won the last one. It's not gonna be good for me. Let's just say that. You guys are gonna see that. All right, what else we got? Because we're gonna be signing off here quickly.
Not much.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, so don't forget August 17th to 21st, RSVP on the website. There's also a loyalty thing there. In fact, we're gonna have to send a link out to that one. But we got to start collecting birthdays from everybody. Where our team is probably gonna be reaching out to everybody and asking whoever the lead person is for their birthday so we can enter it. And we need that because it's part of the whole raid experience and the player's card, everything that we're doing there on Saturday. Otherwise, with so many people coming, we're going to be sitting there for 2-3 hours knocking out the player's cards and all these other stuff. So we're going to try and get ahead of that and help them out with that. All right, let's give away the slot ring. And remember, don't forget, shopcasinoquest.com right now till tomorrow, 5% off everything. Everybody gets one-time use. Okay.
And if you don't win the giveaway, you can buy the ring at shopcasinoquest.com.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And these polos, we talked about them already, but we're going to give everybody a polo. Well, those of you who don't already work for us. Okay. So 2 of you. We told Jordan, yeah, I know. Look, poor Dennis. Listen, they don't even have your size, buddy. They don't have extra small. You know what I mean?
Extra.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's do it. So let's do spinner. Let's do spinner.
This is the part where you just wait silently and just stare into the camera.
That's it. I got nothing else. They talk about me always filling up that dead space, dude. The dead space. You and
Dead Space don't know each other, okay?
Nah, we've never met, dude. I don't know Dead Space. There's no such thing.
No Venn diagram.
Venn diagram. David, Dead Space. When I'm playing Keno, strangely enough, I shut down. I won $700 the other night. I have proof. Just so you know. I'll show Nick later. We'll have a long conversation about
it. You lost 1,000 before. That's a lie.
It's Photoshopped. It's Photoshopped.
Nobody talks about their losers, okay? We only talk about the winners.
Only.
You know what I mean? Like quite a little. Does anybody talk about, oh yeah, I got spanked the other day? Well, that we could talk about. I mean, money, we don't want to talk about too. I know, right? Yeah. All right, so here we go. Are they typing it in?
Yeah, they're typing it in.
All right, fantastic. By the way, thank you guys so much. Those of you who have been part of the show today, Tuesday, 6 p.m. I have a fantastic show for you next week. What the hell are we doing? How fantastic is it? But we're going back. We're going to be talking about the games, the casinos. I got Daniel coming back on the show, our 25-year top-tier casino floor supervisor. And originally we were going to talk about the equipment, gaming equipment, slot equipment, all the things that go into making a casino work. So that's really where the show is headed to, unless we get a big curveball. So there's a lot of things going on in the news right now, so changing the landscape of Vegas. And if some one of those big things breaks, we have some friends of ours taking over property. And so we may have some news that'll be, kind of our own thing here. You know what I mean? And so we may change the content, but for the most part, next Tuesday is going to be all about the equipment. It's going to be the day after the July 4th weekend, so we'll be well rested, ready to go. All right. Is everybody typing it in? Are we way past that? All right. So hey, Nick. How about Nick? Nick, pick a number.
Someone's got to tell me to stop first.
Well, tell him to stop, buddy.
Stop, Dennis. Stop.
Okay. Which number, sir? 1 through 20.
I like 13.
Ooh, lucky number 13. Swear to God.
Well, Ryan Smith, you are the winner.
Wow, really?
Did he just win?
No.
No, that wasn't.
And all right, so you're gonna win this slot ring.
It's not rigged.
By the way, let
Not
us know
rigged.
your size. If I would suggest going with the biggest possible size because that seems to be a better idea. I mean, this doesn't work so much as a pinky ring unless you got a really big pinky. I would put it on a different finger. I'm just saying, but it's fantastic. Once you get them, spin them a little bit, and then eventually they just look at these. Look at that. I mean, that's like money right there, buddy. That is clickety click right there. We just love this. I just can't get enough of it. So there you go. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Take care. Again, always, if you want to reach out to us, info@CEGDealerschool.com or info@CEG Dealers. We'll be happy to take your questions. You can always come here to Casino Quest. You can book time or reservation at CasinoQuest.biz. We have challenges, stuff like this, and of course, shop CasinoQuest.com. And there you go. Thank you so much. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, guys. Bye.